What's up, family? This is Quadell Edwards, the minister, the health coach. I'm glad that you are here joining me, J330 Fitness. We are going to talk about bulking today. We are in bulking season. I've done it. I know plenty of people that have done it. We are going to get into the facts, and we're going to get into the myths. And I'm going to give you some tips on bulking. What is it? What does it do to your body? And what are the pros and cons? So let's get it. Bulking involves consuming excess calories to build muscle. Bodybuilders commonly use bulking as a way to increase their muscle mass before competitions. Stay tuned to the end of this video. I'm going to give you my personal experiences with bulking. I had a positive experience, but I also had a negative experience. We're going to talk about it at the end of the video. Stay tuned. Bulking refers to the muscle building phase of a traditional bodybuilding routine. It involves creating a calorie surplus to support muscle growth. There are two main phases of the bodybuilding cycle, which is bulking and cutting. During the bulking phase, bodybuilders typically consume additional carbohydrates and protein to maintain a calorie surplus. The goal is to use these additional calories to build as much muscle as possible. A person must strength train during a bulking phase to stimulate muscle growth. Bulking increases muscle mass and body fat. Cutting involves entering a calorie deficit to lose any additional body fat from the bulking phase. More on that in a later video. And of course, strength training is also essential during the cutting phase to minimize muscle loss. Some people also include a maintenance phase in their bodybuilding cycle. This involves consuming enough calories to maintain the same body composition. Now, I want you to remember this. There are three basic types of bulking: regular, clean, and dirty. The difference between these three methods comes down to the quality of your diet. A lot of high-calorie foods are low in nutrition, like candy or cake, for instance. Although these will definitely give your body some calories with which to work, they won't give you much in the way of real nutritional content. Regular bulking is obviously the most common type. When doing it like this, you would maintain a moderate exercise regimen while eating large amounts of healthy foods. Obviously, you would avoid the kinds of empty calories described above. Avoid things like soda and fast foods for the same reasons. This could easily be described as a moderate option. Dirty bulking is the most questionable type. When doing it like this, you basically eat the most high-calorie foods that you can get. You don't worry too much about the fat content or the relative nutritional content. Your goal here is to get as many calories as possible, which are then hopefully converted into muscle. If you expect to gain good results here, you had better work out very frequently and at high intensities. This method is generally bad, but it can be a good option for those with exceptionally high metabolic rates. Clean bulking is probably the most desirable type, although it might be a little less enjoyable. When doing it like this, you continue working out at a normal pace. At the same time, you eat a lot of food, but only foods that are nutritious and relatively low in fat. Lean meats like turkey are a great choice when you're trying to do a clean bulk. Rice and some pastas are also good choices in this department, as are fish and sunflower seeds. Remember, the goal of a bulking phase is to consume more calories than the body needs to maintain its current size, or to get bigger. The number of calories someone needs depends on various factors, including age, sex, and physical activity levels. For example, a physically active man aged 18 to 30 requires at least 2,400 calories per day. There is not enough research on bulking to determine the number of additional calories to aim for, and this may just vary from person to person. Genetic factors that influence metabolism will also help determine a person's target number of daily calories. However, one 2015 review of the scientific literature found that male competitive bodybuilders typically consume 2,390 to 5,736 calories per day. So here's my advice. There is a lack of evidence about the most beneficial type of diet during a bulking phase. However, increasing carbohydrates and protein intake is a common strategy. It definitely worked for me during my bulking phase. Some bodybuilders reduce fat intake during the bulking phase. I highly recommend this. Let's talk about the safety and the risk of bulking. I have failed and I have been successful at bulking. Let me tell you, when you fail, you can fail hard. Some people may be tempted to increase calorie intake with highly processed foods and snacks, but an unhealthy diet has the same consequences during bulking as at any other time. People who bulk may develop poor nutritional habits, which can increase the risk of health problems over time. We're talking heart disease, we're talking about certain cancers, we're talking about diabetes. So many issues can come from bulking the wrong way. A bulking phase may help a person increase their muscle mass. People new to strength training rarely require bulking to build muscle, as they typically build muscle quickly. However, more experienced bodybuilders require additional calories to achieve this effect. Hopefully, this information was beneficial to you. If it was, hit that like button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this.